Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your October 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. I will start off with the sound bowl just to tune to the energy. You can join me if you like. I'm going to take a breath in and exhale. Okay Aquarius, let us see what the month is bringing you. Okay, we're going to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card and what you need to know for this month. Okay, Aquarius, October 2023, thank you. Flexible, number 19. When you reduce a 19, it turns into a 10, which is both a completion and a new beginning. Okay, so in order to close something off, if you're feeling a little bit in limbo at the moment, because you're kind of neither at the end stage, you're neither at the beginning stage, you're kind of in between both. It's feels more near the end stages of it, but now is the time to be absolutely flexible. Adapt and adjust to new things. So this can talk about anything by the way of normal day-to-day habits, rituals, routines, how you deal with certain people. Sometimes when you felt a bit triggered by something, perhaps this month you've got to be thinking about, okay, well, let me take a moment before I react. It could also be if someone's asking something more of you that you ordinarily say no, try say yes. If you ordinarily say yes, try say, maybe not no, but try and find new ways. This is all thinking outside the box. And we've got this egg that the acrobat is balancing on, okay? The egg obviously isn't something you want to bring into birth, right? This new creation. But you see, you have to have very particular conditions for eggs to hatch. Okay, it has to have a certain amount of warmth, it's got to have a certain amount of care, nurturing, all of these things. And sometimes you don't know what that is until you are in the moment of it. So if you are able to embrace more flexibility to the month of October, this is going to put you more into a place of the here and now present moment, okay? Rather than thinking about what you've always done or what you intend to do, right? Bring it back to the moment. Very prosperous. And a lot of it's weird as well. I'm drawn to all of these circles. So it feels like you're on a bit of an upward swing, an upward circuit, but it may feel as well when you're in this space that you are recognizing certain cycles in your life that perhaps have had similar routines, similar patterns, okay? And so that's why you wanting to break free of that and try something different is about changing the mindset foremost. But also there is also this energy of perhaps even physically trying to allow yourself to be more flexible. So because sometimes we need that sometimes we need that physical how do I put this? Okay, sometimes in order to process something on an intellectual level, we need to have the practical. And when we talk about this sort of stuff, the practical in terms of approaches to things, this is our practical physical body, right? So perhaps even if you find more ways of doing some yoga or some stretching or anything that makes you feel a bit more physical in the physical body can add to the intellectual mindset as well, something. Okay, we're going to jump in to your Celtic cross for the month of October. Okay, Aquarius, please. The Hermit wanted to jump out there. Okay. Hermit is obviously a card of inner wisdom, taking time to reflect, finding your true light, your true life path. But it is also slow energy. Okay, just do a couple more shuffles. Aquarius. Center to your reading, we have Justice. Crossing that, we've got the Queen of Swords, which is your energy. Okay. In your forefront of your mind, you've got the Eight of Cups. What's beneath you? Death. Your recent past, the Moon. Immediate future, Three of Cups. Attitude, Six of Swords. Environment, Five of Swords. Hopes and fears, Four of Coins. And the outcome is Three of Coins. Okay, right. I will be clarifying these cards. Oh, bottom of the deck we have the Hangman. So we have that Hangman and that Hermit energy over there. And of course, if you think about this Hangman, quite a similar kind of energy to that flexibility. Okay, all right. You are flexing your resolve. Okay. So first and foremost, really positive month for you, 100%, okay? You arrive at a place of justice and you're centered to your reading. Okay, things are kind of feeling a little bit more balanced. You've got a handle on things a bit more. Anything that you were waiting on in terms of a legal matter, it's coming up in your favor. You know, things have been brought to balance for you, okay? Particularly because previously you've been experiencing the Moon card, which is that uncertainty, kind of very emotive energy of like nothing seems clear, and it's affecting my, like, just my day-to-day situation, right? We've got a full moon there, so things have now come into completion in a sense, that illusion, and now you've stepped into a more balanced state of mind, particularly because we've got the Six of Swords as well in your attitude. Balanced state of mind and also emotional rest. Okay, so things may have been a little bit topsy-turvy recently, emotionally speaking. We are going to clarify, don't worry. So center to your reading is a sense of balance, justice. Things are playing out as they should. Justification, okay? Almost like there's no need for that, the work presents itself. Okay, the facts present itself, all of that sort of energy. Okay, what's crossing it, this Justice card, is the Queen of Wands. So you may still, even if you are dealing with a situation like a legal matter or working with some sort of institution that is making a justice call for you, making a decision, then it feels to me like there may still be a little bit of challenge with regards to one other person, okay, in that situation, but see it just as a challenge. Okay, they may be trying to rock the boat a little bit, trying to make it a little bit more difficult for you, and this could relate to anyone in your life, home, work, family, friends, any of that. Queen of Wands is a kind of character in this position where it's like a thorn in your side, but you really don't want to mess with this energy, because they can be really kind of sharp, really feisty, you know, and I would say as well that you, for some reason I'm picking up, you don't see this coming. Okay, so that could just be a challenge that could be affecting your sense of internal balance, or even in trying to cause a little bit of delays in anything that you're waiting on from a legal situation or a justification of something. All right. For others of you, you're wanting to charge forward with energy, but you're also recognizing, hang on a second, I can't move forward until I create that balance now. All right. Now, your forefront of the mind is the Eight of Cups. So you are now ready to walk away. Okay. There's something that's been emotionally driving you for, I would say, a very long time. And you're now seeing it as a mirage in the distance, and you're turning around, you're walking in the other direction. Okay, Eight of Cups usually is water energy, our emotional body, where you've plowed so much into something, blood, sweat and tears, years perhaps, right? And now you're recognizing that it's not the be-all and end-all, and there is better for you on the horizon. Okay, so the forefront is, regardless of what I have invested in so long, I know there's better out there for me. So it's a beautiful energy. Okay, deep down, this is beneath you. Deep down, in your intuitive mind, you recognize you're going through a huge transformation with the Death card. Okay, the Death card talks about change of seasons. So with the Eight of Cups and the Death card coming right here, both in your focus and your intuition, you know that you are on it. You know that you're stepping onto a different path. Okay, and it is favorable for you. We've got celebration, reunion, coming together, and a lot of support with the Three of Cups energy here. So this is your immediate future. Now that things have become a bit more balanced, the emotional discord, the illusion is now in the past, and now you can see things with a clear head and a clear heart. You're now ready to step onto that new path, okay? And as you do so, the universe comes to meet you halfway and celebrates with you. So of course, some people you could be coming together with friends or family, or even like networking events if you're kind of starting off on your own business enterprise. But I also getting this energy with the Three of Cups of like your spiritual team, kind of like, yeah, like woo. I'm getting that kind of energy of celebration, like cheering you on. And I don't have the Six of Wands, which is normally my cheering on card, but I'm really getting that sense of it there, where there's just like, there's all that emotional turmoil that you were feeling in the Moon card, right? You've decided I'm walking away from that turmoil, and now your heart is filling up with desire and excitement. We've got love, we've got emotional well-being, so much so that when you bring together people or bring together spirit, it is overflowing. I hope you can see that. It is absolutely overflowing for you, okay? And there is connection, there is collaboration within that. Your attitude for the month of October is, because you've now decided you're walking away from emotional problems or like things that have been quite upsetting, you're done with drama, right? And your attitude is all about peace of mind. I want to sustain the justice energy. I want to sustain this balance. We've got the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords moves on to calmer waters, right? Usually after a difficult period. It can also be an actual physical movement, right? So perhaps for some of you, you are relocating to an island, because there's an island in the distance, right? But ultimately, it is in the headspace, it is in the mental body, and whereby these choppy waters, look at the difference between the water, if we think about water being our emotional body, look at the difference between the moon, the water in the Moon card, and the water in the Six of Swords. One is I want to say topsy-turvy, a churning water almost, and the other is smooth, all right? So you definitely are saying goodbye to that turmoil, and you're moving on to something where it feels a lot more settled, which is really nice, okay? Your environment, we've got the Five of Swords. I feel like this is you and people around you. There's this kind of collaborative energy. It's like, even if you decided to do it, it could be that other people are kind of copying you in a way or following your lead. The Five of Swords can talk about kind of, I mean, he's balancing on those two swords. He's kind of walking it like you would, you know, I can't think of what the word is, but and then we have this this card over here where he's balancing with the flexibility over there, and of course we've got a balancing act over there. It almost feels like you're balancing on like a bit of a tightrope, and the challenge may be that others don't agree, but I feel like you've got that energy, that you've embraced that energy of like, cut, what is it? Streamline, what is it that I want, right? Now that's, I feel like because you may be operating this way, others may feel that, be influenced by it, and maybe reflect that back to you. And I think this is why the flexibility card came up, because even if there's people around you who are doing that, I think the key here is not to resort to old habits or old behaviors. Okay, so there's just something to be aware of, whereby be focused on what you want, but be as flexible as possible, because you don't want to kind of regret anything that is going to nip you in the bud later down the line, you know. What else? I will clarify this card as well, because it's just a kind of a weird card. All of these seem so positive, and then this one feels a bit like a bit sticky, you know. So we'll clarify. But anyway, we'll move on before we clarify. Your hopes and fears is the Four of Coins. So absolutely, you want to hunker down and make sure that you are investing in your future, okay? This could talk about money, this could talk about home, and this could talk about your actual sense of environment, okay? Making sure that you are building for the future, okay? You also may be keeping certain ideas close to your chest. You may not be giving too much on at this moment, and but the desired outcome is because it is worth something. It's got treasure attached, even metaphoric treasure, right? It's got value attached. That's why you are hoping that this new situation that you are walking towards, because you don't know where you're walking towards, really and truly, because the Eight of Cups, he just walks off into the distance and he knows it's going to be better than it is now, right? So the desire here is that it builds on something. Okay, it has value, and I believe it does. The outcome is a Three of Coins. We've got 2 3s coming up, which is quite strong for you, which are catalyst numbers, creative numbers, creating, taking to the next level. No more being in the duality of the 2 pillars of the moon, going, oh, I'm stuck between, but taking the next level and kind of bridging it. If we think about point A and point B, the Holy Trinity, even idea, even of a triangle, is a midpoint between two, whereby it's not really the balancing act, even though the Justice card is there. It is that kind of bridge between the old and the new, the bridge between what you hope and what you fear. And you bring that in together and streamlining it. Three of Coins talks about you're ready to nurture something in existence. You're showing something off, okay, and you're coming together with others. Three of Cups is a collaboration card. Three of Coins is a collaboration card, okay? So there is definitely something about molding. You're in the creative catalyst. Number 3 is a creative number as well. It's all about molding something into existence. You've got the putty, you've got the water. Now you create the bowl, the pottery, right? And you're molding it. And sometimes you can't do this by yourself. You need different ingredients, and you may need other people. But I see that by the outcome of the month, you're going to see that people are now coming together and supporting this new endeavor. Okay, we are going to clarify these cards to see if we get anything more, particularly for that Five of Swords. Okay. Under the Justice card, we have the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Under the Eight of Cups, we have the Emperor. Under the Death card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Under the Moon card, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Under the Three of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords. Under the Six of Swords, we have the Three of Cups again, so that's showed up twice. Lovely. Under the Five of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups. Under the Four of Coins, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is come up twice now again. And under the Three of Coins, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which would make it a 4 when you add them together. Okay, so this moon energy, this moon kind of feeling, illusion we sense from the past, the wheel is turning in your favor now. Okay, so we know that because it's in your past, and now it's turning into a positive mindset. Justice, you're going to be getting some good news regarding money. Okay, it's plain and simple. If you've been waiting for a kind of compensation or an answer on something, it's going to be favorable for you. Okay, it might not be as much as you'd hoped, but it's good news. Okay, Queen of Wands, it could be someone that could be in your environment as a sex. You've got the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles clarifying. So it could have a knock-on effect. So if you are dealing with somebody who is causing a bit of challenge to your, causing a little bit of upset to your balance at the moment, to your bank balance even, to the sense of justice that has now come in, right, and trying to cause delays, it feels like it has a knock-on effect, that it may be instigated by one person, but that person might tell another person, you know. It feels like there's two people involved. I would say just be very, I would say this, and this is a bizarre message, but I would say that it is actually quite important that when you're dealing with money matters, focus on the money, okay? Because it does feel like it's owed to you, so try not to allow your emotions or your mind to be deterred in any way. Because I'm really drawn to this Queen of Pentacles who's really kind of focused on that coin, okay? She knows that one coin represents all of her sense of security, okay? So I would say do not put up with anyone who wants a piece of your action, right? Or anyone who wants to distract you with their ideas. This is your pentacle, okay? And also, I feel like you know where you want to go in life, even if you are doing a physical move there as well, or changing positions at work. I feel like you do know where you want to go. So because things are now coming to balance for you, you've almost in a way opened the gate to many ideas to come in, and that could be a little bit of a distraction. So I would say no, be fixated on your security, right? Now the Eight of Cups, we've got the Emperor card. So for some of you, you might be leaving a divine counterpart. Male, female, doesn't matter, but the Emperor energy is a masculine kind of energy of someone who goes out and does something. For some of you, you may be leaving a boss figure, right? So maybe leaving work, leaving an organization. Also, I'm getting the sense of whatever you're walking away from, it is out of the norm. It's not the conventional way people go about things. And I really like that. At the same time, what you're working towards is, in order to embrace the energy of the Emperor, you have to walk away from something so that you have more self-empowerment. Okay, you have more ability to apply your energy accordingly. The Death card, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which literally tells me that this transformation you're going through has been a long time coming. Okay, it's not an overnight thing. It is something that has been slow and steady to the point now where you know you're in the midst of it. That Six of Swords is clarified by the Three of Cups, and we had the Three of Cups before as well. Oh, let's go here. So this Three of Cups in your immediate future is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So as soon as you sort of step into that power of, like, you know what, I need to walk towards my wish fulfillment, then there's news that is coming on in, and it could be like an unexpected visit or an unexpected invitation, okay, with a couple of people, or perhaps you are kind of feeling so at, I would say, sense of freedom because of this walking away and the Six of Swords, that you are just maybe spontaneously just taking a weekend somewhere else and you're visiting people and giving them a surprise or something like that. Okay, it does come with the Knight of Swords. We do talk about communication, so perhaps when you come together there's a lot of communication backwards and forwards, but the celebratory energy as well comes with communication. So with the Page of Pentacles, which is that good news, it could be followed up with more information that gives you even more reason to celebrate. The Five of Swords in your environment factor is here clarified by the Ace of Cups. Okay, so what you are in the midst of doing, and I feel like the energy is spilling off on the people around you as well. You're done with, this feels to me that you are done with people pleasing. and you are focused on that new beginning, okay? Because you've got like the Ace of Pentacles turning up as well. You are focused on your heart's content, right? Whatever that means to you. There's a general reading, so I can't be too specific, but you are feeling that, and you might be, as you embrace that energy, you may be noticing it reflect back on you and the people around you. That's a thing that could cause a little bit of challenge, but I feel like you are not putting up now with anything that is not connected to your heart's content, which is an Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups talks about a new beginning, feeling really excited about the new thing that's coming on in, you know. Now, yes, obviously it could be a new relationship, but apart from that cup, I'm not really getting lots to do with new love. Sorry to say, it's just not coming up for me. All right. So when we move on to the Four of Coins, which is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, what Spirit here is saying is that if you want to look after your finances, if you want to protect your investments and protect your sense of security, you have to work together with others, okay? So for some of you, maybe that is, if we're talking about finance, seeking a financial advisor to help you make the most of what you have, okay? For others of you, if it's protecting in terms of a home, I feel like it's very important to do a bit of research and gather intel, but from more than one source, okay? Even if you're thinking about choosing to buy a property, you may consider, right, it may be worth your while to consider partnering up with somebody to co-buy, okay? Now, the outcome, we have the Three of Coins, which is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So we're still going to talking about coins cards. Again, this Four of Coins with the Three of Coins spilling into the outcome, again tells me in order to create that heart's content into a very solid new beginning, requires working with others. It requires going back to the drawing board, taking what you've got and perfecting it, tweaking it. So even if you're thinking about pitching a new business concept to a bank, right, to get a loan for a company, I would say, this is an example, I would say allow some friends or a person that you respect in business to overview that before you submit it, okay? This has got, the outcome is all about, in order to really grab that new beginning, you need to pull people on your side, okay? Now, these may not be existing people. These may be people you've not met yet, okay? So the idea here is to get together, to go to as many events or social things that you can this month to gather your information and to form new bonds with people. And that's also why flexibility is here, because maybe that's outside your comfort zone. So let us end the reading with the Moonology card. Okay. What does Aquarius need to know, please, for October, for their highest good? 2 cards, thank you. Surrender to the divine. How beautiful is that? So everything that's happening for you is divinely guided, okay? Less pushing, more exploring. And then we have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. And I think we have an eclipse coming up at the end of October as well. So conclusions are within reach. Okay, so you are really at that point, that juncture, just before you start to see your world turn. And it's actually a really beautiful process. So often when we want to embrace a new beginning, we get fed up with having to close off something of the old. But it is actually a beautiful energy to work through, because you see things play out in front of you. Wow, I'm going to close this, and then you get this synchronicity that comes in, and then you get this good message that comes in. And I would say absolutely enjoy the process, really kind of indulge in the process, because I think you would be looking back at this time in the future and kind of going, oh, it actually happened so quick, right? But it is a long time coming, and that shift that takes place is, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be worthwhile for you to look back on that, to learn from it, and to celebrate it. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It's totally free if you'd like to do so. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, loveitallmore.com. Information is in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.